Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to learn solving, and we're also going to learn the higher level questions. All right. So when it comes to solving, there are a few methodologies that you can learn. So I'm going to go in depth in solving first. Now, what is solving and how to go about doing solving? So solving, right? Number one is the format. So right now I'm going to teach you guys the different format that you need to be very used to. Number one is when both sides have log.
Small.
Small. Yeah, a lot of things to write. So write small. Okay. I think I better don't write here. Ask later you all follow me. So I write here like that. Okay. So number one is log. Guys, can you see my A is here on the line? And then my X is here. Is equal to log A Y. Now, what does this mean? Basically, on the left-hand side, can you all see there's only one log term? One log term. So write that down. On the right-hand side is only one log term. So what happens is that take a highlighter and highlight out. This log A must be the same base. You cannot have one that is a log 2 and the other is a log 5.
Is this the same as the laws one?
No, this is solving.
Oh, okay. By using the laws, right?
You need to use the law to make it into one log term. So the fundamental of this solving is I'm teaching you the format right now. Okay, you need to know the whole ideology. That is, the format is you need to have one log term on the left and one log term on the right. And both of them must be the same base. The log must have the same base. Because when the same, we can therefore say that x is equal to y. Now, next format. What is the next format? So this is format number one. So all this, I repeat again, we are going through is a format format. If you know that these are the format we need, the fundamentals, later when you go about solving will be a lot easier. So now, the next format is this. What is this format? Can you see on the left is one log term? And on the right, there are no log term. NO, zero log term. Is a constant. Constant term. Now, what does that mean? This means that we can do this technique called the push up. So can you see this tiny person here? This tiny person, we will push up. So this technique is called the push up technique. So what is the push up technique? This push up technique is very useful because also in blue, can you see I take a highlighter, I highlight the A, I draw the arrow, it's called the push up. Because this strategy will make the log disappear. Okay, see, I repeat again. The first one, we have a log term on the left and a log term on the right. Correct, guys? And the first one, the two log term must be the same base. Agree or not? Then we can so-called like cancel each other out and we can say x is equal to y. But by right, there's no such thing called cancel each other out. Now, the next one, do you notice sometimes doesn't mean that you have a log term on the right also. Like for the second scenario, there's no log term on the right, right? But it must be a what kind of term, guys? The one on the right. It must be a constant term. Then we can use this technique called the push up. Meaning you take the base of the log A, you push it up. So when you push it up, right, what happens? It means that we can therefore say that, can you see what's left on the left? X, because I told you that log disappears, right? So it just be x is equal to, guys look here, this A, right? This A, I push up means now it will be A to the power of y, an indices term. Now, the next one, number 3. Number 3 is what we learn in eMath, but I teach my eMath students a longer way because some eMath students don't learn eMath. So they don't know what is logarithm. But good news for you guys, you all know, but unfortunately, you cannot use logarithm for eMath. So,
Why cannot?
because in E-math, we don't learn log variables.
Oh, but my teacher said that anything you learn in math can be they check if SC really, and then anything you learn in math, as long as it's an acceptable method, you can use it for
Mhm. But you must write down. You
math.
must write down the steps to how you get there.
So what you write like using log?
No, you didn't write using log. I say you must put like log or ln.
Oh.
You don't write like, for example, let's say your answer is, let's say like AX is equal to 2, for example. Then you say X is equal to whatever answer. Like that. You cannot, like use your calculator, just punch, right? But then you never say that, like maybe the answer should be like log 2 over log A, for example. You never write that down. You just straight away write down your final answer. Then that is not acceptable. Got it? Maybe it's like log 2 over log 5. Okay, to give you whatever answer you need, right? But you never write this down. You write the final step that cannot. This one cannot. Not acceptable. Yes. So if you want to do that, yes, you can. But don't skip step, guys. Never skip step. Because you skip step means you're skipping thought processes. Okay. So right now we have AX is equal to 2, right? So can you see right now, for this technique, we don't have any log. But what do we have? We have X as a unknown. And this is what you need to find. So you have to highlight your X, which is your power. You're going to write that down, that power is an unknown.
Wait, is that part of the law 3?
This is not law 3, this is format 3. So in solving, you will see many different formats. And you need to identify which format is which. Like, for example, you need to identify, oh, this is, like next time when you all do solving, right, you're like, oh, Miss Lin, this one is format 4. You're like, yeah, correct. So you do format 4 method. Understand? So it's about identifying which format it is. Then you know what to do. Now, how to do this? For example, sometimes, right, imagine in E-math, I'm not sure you all remember. Do you all remember you all have 3 to the power x is equal to 10? Then you're going to find x. Do you all remember this? So this A, you need to be very careful, is actually a constant term. When you want to do this format, okay? It's a constant term. Now, how do we go about doing this? So this is when you will use your calculator. And remember I told you your calculator has a base of 10. So this is when you introduce, the technique is called introduce a log term on both sides. Now, some students say, Miss Lin, can I introduce ln? Yes, you can, but usually I don't do that. Ln goes with E. Log goes with a number. I repeat, log goes with a number like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number. Ln goes with E. Okay?
What's the difference in log and ln?
It's the same.
This one is log.
When you use log or ln for the number, you'll still get the same answer. But usually I don't do like that. I just want to use log for numbers. It's a lot easier. Okay? Now, let's go to here. Introduce log term on both, sorry, not both terms, both sides. Now, what do I mean by that? Ready? Now, when you introduce, right, you need to introduce the right way. So when I introduce, it's introduced like that. Log LG, A to the power X is equal to LG again. Always introduce in front first, okay? Equal to 2. So now, can you look at the left-hand side? Do you remember we did a technique called power bring down? Because right now, can you see that I have a power here? So I do the power bring down method. So what do I have now? I have X log A is equal to log 2. And can I find X? Yes, I can. X is equal to log 2 over log A. Got it so far? So how do you apply? Example, I have 3x is equal to 10, right? So remember I told you to introduce log 3x is equal to log 10. Okay, see guys, the power bring down. So therefore I can say that x log 3 is equal to log 10. And from here I can say that x is equal to log 10 over log 3. Okay, see that from here I can just literally put log 10 over log 3 in my calculator. Don't believe you all can put that inside the calculator, and what do you all get?
You know what your X multiply? Is it the power bring down?
Yes, power bring down. Wherever format, go back to your laws. That's why last week I teach laws. Laws is on your left hand side. Power bring down technique. You all realize you get an answer? You can literally put it in your calculator and then you can find x. X is 2.095 blah blah blah. Correct? Don't believe, guys, this answer that you get, you put 3 to the power of the answer. Is it equal to 10? Equal to 10. That's when you know, okay, I got it right. Correct? Do everybody get it? 3 to the power of the answer. The answer, which is log 10 over log 3, you will get 10. Okay? Now, who has not copied? Raise up your hand. If you have copied, please raise up your hand also. Now, those who have copied. Okay, everybody has copied. Very good. Now, I'll clear screen. I'll move on to the next format. We have 2 more formats to go. Now, what is format number 4? Now, format number 4. Wait, this one was format number 4, is it? Oops. Oh, format number 3. Oh, sorry, guys. I missed out this one. This one should be format number 4. Okay, now let me go back to format number 2 again, yeah? So format number 2 and format number 4 is similar. I'm going to teach you another way to do format number 2. So format number 2, can you see just now I do the push-up method? Okay? 5. So right now I am at format number 4. Format number 2 and 4 is the same, just that it's a different technique. So it's the same thing. LOA log AX is equal to 5. Y, sorry. Now remember format number 2, I teach you the push-up method. Correct? The push-up method, yeah? So right now, what happens is that what I'm going to do is, can you see this is a base of A? Right? Now, do you all remember I teach you a shortcut? Or rather under the laws, log AA is actually equal to 1. Was it in your notes last lesson? Log AA is equal to 1. Have or don't have? Okay, so please write it down under shortcut. Okay, see your notes on the top under shortcut, write down log AA is equal to 1. Okay, if you don't believe, do you remember, guys, I told you all your calculator is LG or LOG? LOG in your calculator is base of how much, guys? 10. So put log 10, 10. Or rather log 10, because your calculator cannot put the base of 10. Log 10, does it give you 1? Yes. So just remember, if these two are the same number, it will always be 1, correct or not? Why 1 is so powerful? 1 is very powerful is because I can introduce this log AA. So can you see this is log A? Right? I will introduce a log AA. Why? Because if this is A, I introduce a A. And I know that this person gives me 1. Agree? Why would I want to do that? Because number 4 is the same as number 2. So number 1, the hybrid of format 1 plus format 2 will give me 4. Okay? If it's too much, you'll slowly digest later, okay? But right now, let's take it as format 4 is a hybrid of format 1 and format 2. But usually, format number 4, I rarely use. I always use format 2 instead. But sometimes there are certain scenarios that will require you to use format 4. Got it, guys?
Oh, like they say the thing, not something to
Yeah, it really depends on the situation.
Ah,
But I just teach you all first so that next time when there's a chance to use format 4, I'll tell you all that this is a format
what
4.
if we prefer format 4, then we just use format 4?
You can refer to the notes anytime. So why do I say I introduce this person? So right now, do you all remember I teach you all introducing? You see number 3 is introducing on the left hand side, right? Log and log, correct? But now on the right hand side, I never introduce just log, you know. I introduce a log with a number because this whole thing is a value of 1. So do you remember this one, guys? This person can actually power bring up. Remember we did power bring down and power bring up? So this person can become a power bring up. So power bring up means I'll get log AX is equal to log AY. You know, log A, base of A to the power of Y. Can you see that? Because the power went up. So this is in blue, I'll circle in blue. Did I lose anybody? Who is confused? Confused, please raise up so I can go through again. Yes, what are you confused about?
Like, how come it's like going up?
Power bring up, please refer to your laws. Guys, can you all help me find the law? Which law is it? The power bring up? Law number 6. So refer to law number 6. Okay? So these are the different techniques you need to know. Power bring up, power bring down. All right? The different kind of things. So here is the number, right? Because I want, remember for law format number 1, for solving, remember I told you 1 log term and 1 log term, correct or not? The fundamental. 1 log term on the left, 1 log term on the right. Because can you see, guys, here, does it start with log? Does this start with log? No, it starts with Y, right? But I kind of can get rid of my Y by applying this law called power bring up law. Then my Y is not really kind of get rid, but my Y is kind of being rearranged and my log A can appear. So can you see right now? It becomes the same log. So therefore, what can I say from here? I can therefore say that X is equal to A to the power of Y. So can you see that these two are the same? You give you the same answer? Correct or not? Guys, you all understand now?
Yeah.
It's the same answer, right? Number 2 and 4. But number 4 is more complicated. So which one will you prefer? 2 or 4?
2.
Obviously 2, right? But some students don't understand what is push up technique. So 2 actually came from 4. Just that 2 is a strategy. It's called the push up strategy. But if you really don't understand push up, how push up is being formed, refer to 4. 4 is the fundamental. Okay? 4 was the OG. You know it's OG, right? So 4 is the OG. And then 2 is the simplified version. But they both give you the same answer. Now, if I can clear screen, give me a raise up your hand. I wanted to say give me a thumbs up. Raise up your hand. Okay, got it. So now last one. What's the last one? So it's number 5.
Yeah.
Now, number 5 is when we have, for example, like 2 is equal to A, B, T. Means these are, I tell you, a lot of students died here for number 5. Okay, why? Why do they die here? Because, right, they know that firstly, I want to introduce log. And where do I introduce the log? Left or right? Left. So this one everybody know. I introduce a log, I introduce a log, correct? So I get log 2 is equal to, you know why here? Go wrong? How can it go wrong? Number 1, students don't put bracket. They just put like that. Wrong already. You know why? Because, right, if you put like that, you know what you'll do? You'll take the T, you'll do power bring down, and then you'll say that, oh, log 2 is equal to T log AB. Bye-bye. Wrong, wrong. That is why bracket is very important. Because we need to do log, log. right? Log 2 is equal to log bracket A. Now, can you see ABT? AB to the power of T. AB, there's a hidden something. What is a hidden something? Times. Can you remember what is this really? Anybody remember? If you don't remember, look at your laws. Anybody remember? So that's why your laws you need to know very well. If you don't know your laws very well, you cannot do solving. This it's not combined to one. Splitting. Very good. It's the split. It's not the combined because this is already one term. So right now from this, we can use the law called the split. Correct?
There's two splits.
So there are two different splits, but which split do we use? So we look at which one.
The law number 2.
Which one? How you know to use law 2 and not law like 4?
Law 2 says. This.
Because it's x times y. It's a times b, not a.
So what is the
times
special sign?
times.
Times. Okay, and then we'll do the split. So the split will give me log 2 is equal to, how do we do the split? What do we get? We get what?
Can you write log 2 like that? Or do you need to write LOG?
You can write log 2 like that. LG means LOG to the base of 10.
Ah, okay.
LG means LOG to the base of 10. So how do we do the split from here? LG A
plus LGB to the power T.
Yes, this is the right way. Okay, let you copy first. So once we have this, what happens now? Log 2 is equal to log A plus log BT. So do you all know what to do from now on? Anybody knows?
Common term is log 1, so it's 2 equals to divided by T.
Anybody knows? What do we do from here? Don't know, always refer to law. Always refer to your law.
You power bring down the T.
Very good. So who can we modify from here?
Log B to the power T.
So you see the T, right? Every time whenever I have a power, I will do the what technique?
Bring down.
Power bring down. So over here, write down power bring down. So power bring down means from here, I'll just have log 2 is equal to log A plus T log B. Now guys, can you see log A is actually a constant? So this is a constant term. Guys, look here, constant term. This is a constant term, but this person right here is an unknown term, correct? So it means that all my constant term has to be together. So it'll be log 2 minus log A is equal to T log B. Agree? So for me, I'm very uncomfortable when my unknown term is on the right-hand side. So I'll just write it properly first. Okay? Then remember you want to solve T because T is your unknown, right? The rest are all constant. So to solve your T, it means that T is equal to log 2 minus log A over
Log B.
log B. So please write that down that these are your constant terms. Constant terms. And write it down that this is your unknown term. So that's it for solving. Next lesson, I'm going to teach you all the higher level questions and log sketching.